check out our new sponsor, the Health Blaze. All the information is in the description. Use the promo code above. Goodfellow One Boxing at 18% off of all their natural products, from deodorant, pomade, toothpaste, and much, much more. And they have additional discounts on their website as well. That's thehealthblaze.com. Starting December 20th. That promo code is good for 18% off. We go. What's going on? We back, Goodfellow Sports TV. We in the building. And 8-4, ESPN agrees that Lomachenko is the pound for pound better fighter over Terence Crawford. And one of the guys didn't even have Crawford number 2. They had Earl Spence. But let's speak on it. We back. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, bell icon button. And we're going to kind of recap the whole list, man. But it's crazy, man. Lomachenko is he's not even in the top 5 in my opinion, bro. I mean, you know, just looking at his body of work, it's not that good. It's not that good. Him beating didn't even knock out Pedraza. Pedraza gave him a run for his money at points in that fight. Then you go back, you know, last year as well, and he struggled with Jorge Linares. You know what I'm saying? Jorge Linares, who've been knocked out by Sergio Thompson, knocked out by Antonio DeMarco. Even Luke Campbell gave Jorge Linares a run for his money. So really, when you look in the grand scheme of things, when people want to sit there and nitpick Terence Crawford's resume, let's just go. If they want to make it a body of work thing, go back to the beginning. He lost to Orlando Salido. Crawford has no loss. He beat Gary Russell. Salute to him. Solid win, but Gary Russell had fought nobody to that point. He was a prospect. 20 fights of vagabonds, right? Then I don't know exactly how it goes. He beat Rocky Martinez. Mikey Garcia had already done that. You get no kudo points for that. And then with the Orlando Salido thing, Mikey had dropped him like several times. He didn't drop Salido not once. Then you continue to go on. Rigondeaux, no particular order, like I said. Rigondeaux, you made him jump up 2 weight classes instead of meeting him at 26. You get no kudos for that. We knew that was a miss. If you know anything about boxing, you knew that was a colossal mismatch, and that's how I was going to do. Moraga came off a loss to Oscar Valdez. Nicholas Walters, top ranked shortchanged when he asked for more money. They sat him on the shelf for 11 months. Then he came back and gave him less to fight Lomachenko, and he was coming off a draw to Jason Sosa. Hold on. Then he come back and fight Jason Sosa, who had no experience, no amateur experience. Beat Jason Sosa. You know what I'm saying? So really, what has he done? What has he done? He beat Linares. Whoop-de-woo. It's been done before. Antonio DeMarco beat him. Sergio Thompson stopped him. Somebody else stopped him. And after he fought Jorge Linares, he was no longer the same fighter. He got beat up. His shoulder was fucked up. He got dropped. Have you ever seen Terence Crawford on the canvas? Then he fought Pedraza. Didn't stop Pedraza. Gervonta Tank Davis, 22, 23 years old, 21 years old. Stop Jose Pedraza. Then this weekend he fight Anthony Corolla. Bum. A couple weeks ago. Anthony Corolla, bum. So how can you say Amir Khan's accomplice at this point is still better than Corolla? He's accomplished way more than Corolla's accomplished. But you know what? It's a racial thing with ESPN, man. Rayfield, Stevie Kim, all of them dudes, man. It's a racial thing. The only one that went for Crawford is Tessitore, Ward, Bradley, and it was somebody else. There's no way in shape and fashion you can tell me Lomachenko is better than Terence Crawford. He's not better than Errol Spence. Real talk, what he's done is not better than Jared Hurd. You name me somebody on Lomachenko's resume as a professional that's better than Erislandy Lara. Real talk, name me somebody that's better than Erislandy Lara. Can't. And they so stupid, bro. They so stupid, bro, that they don't even know about a pound for pound list. ESPN, they just need to go ahead and just watch their boxing group out, except for a couple people, Bradley, Tessitore, Ward, and that's about it. Kellerman didn't have a vote, I don't think. But we already know what he was going to. He don't know shit about boxing either. Clean it out, because we do not rank heavyweights. You do know that. You do not rank heavyweights in the pound for pound list. The pound for pound list, Mr. Dan Rayfield, Donut Head, was for smaller weight classes to compete with heavyweights. And once upon a time, heavyweights ruled. Nobody cared about the smaller weight class. So they created the pound for pound list for everybody under heavyweight to get recognition as one of the best fighters in the world. knowing nobody can beat a heavyweight. You know? Knowing nobody can beat a heavyweight. And Crawford sitting over there in enemy territory. I agree with that with Fred from Barbershop Conversation. Y'all go subscribe to him. He is. And I have another video for that. But like I said before, it's a white and a black thing. That's just what it is. It's a white and a black thing. There's no way that you can sit here and tell me Lomachenko is the best fighter in boxing. No. There's several fighters better than him. And real talk, I believe Inoue is a better fighter pound for pound than Lomachenko. Some people say Tanaka is just as good, if not better, than Lomachenko. And all I'm trying to figure out is what has he done that's so out of the norm? Oh, he only had 13 fights. He had almost 400 amateur fights. It was now or never. And he still lost to Orlando Salido. Will Bud ever lose to a Salido type opponent? No. He got dropped by Linares. Would Linares even touch Bud at 135? No. Like I said before, he went the distance with Pedraza. That Tank stopped at 21 years old. Lomachenko just beat Corolla and he get kudos points for that? Please, man. Please. And how does Anthony Joshua make the list? How does Anthony Joshua make the list? And let's just say we were ranking heavyweights. Their criteria was different. How does a guy that sat there and blatantly ducked, he blatantly ducked Deontay Wilder. And people say, well, Wilder should have took the $100 million deal to go to the zone. That's cool. That's cool. But who the one that came over here baffling and stumbling over his words about the 50 million? Oh, I never asked for 50 million. What has Anthony Joshua done? Al Heyman made Anthony Joshua, to be honest. Had Al Heyman would have gave that belt and told Charles Martin to fight Deontay Wilder and compensated Deontay Wilder, since he paying people to drop his belts like Peter Quillen. Pay Peter Quillen to drop the belt not to fight Corey Bobs. Why not overcompensate Charles Martin, run the IBF to Deontay Wilder, to make Deontay Wilder the IBF and WBC unified champion? If it wasn't for Al Heyman, it would be Anthony Joshua would probably only have one fucking belt right now. If it wasn't for Luis Ortiz, he would definitely only have one belt. If Luis Ortiz wasn't a fool to make a deal with Eddie Hearn to let Joshua and Vladimir Klitschko fight each other, Luis Ortiz would probably be the WBA champion. Because Klitschko and Joshua wouldn't have fought. Because Klitschko was ordered to fight Luis Ortiz for the Super WBA belt. But Luis Ortiz, they made a lot of bad decisions. To been advised by Al. To been promoted by Eddie Hearn. See, this is all things people don't ever bring up. Without Al Heyman, which was advising Ortiz, which was advising Charles Martin, there's no Anthony Joshua. There's no 3 belts. There's no 3 belts for Anthony Joshua. He might have a WBO belt. That's it. But they don't bring that up, though. They don't put that blood on Al Heyman's hands. All they going to just tell you about Bob. But this got Bob written all over it. This got Bob stuffing money bags in the back of these dudes' pockets talking about Lomachenko. But we not buying it. We not buying it, man. Stevie Kim, he don't know nothing about boxing. Darren Rayfield, we know he don't know nothing about boxing. We know that. Because if you knew something about boxing, you had some type of integrity, you could just look and say Lomachenko not better than Crawford. You could size him up at 35. Who look better at 35? Terence Crawford. What Lomachenko say? He said Crawford a better fighter. We already know that. But then again, you know, Crawford gonna sit there, pout, hold a grudge instead of bust a move and make something happen. Won't you stop talking to ESPN? These are the very same people that feel that they rate Bud better. The reason they said they made Bud kick off the ESPN Plus app is because they felt Bud was a bigger draw. The American public. Ain't nobody going to go see Lomachenko. Americans don't care. Lomachenko fight in the theater room. Bud fight in the big room. Bud can fight at Omaha. Why ain't Lomachenko fighting in the Ukraine? If he's so big, he fighting in LA. Nobody coming. So keep it real. Come on, man. Like I said before, people going to sit here and try to ration. The dude not that good. And then to end it, they got Golovkin at number 6. Golovkin ain't never been a pound-for-pound fighter. You can put, he got the IBF and the WBC. He didn't beat nobody, bruh. He beat David Lemieux. He beat Rubio for the interim title. He had an interim belt, turned regular belt, turned super belt from overseas over here. You know, like I said before, who has he beat to be number 6? I put Kovalev in there before I put Triple G. And then yesterday, Triple G pulls up with an interpreter for the first time because he didn't want to ask tough questions. How does Triple G still make your list? How? No belts, don't want to fight nobody. Like I said before, man, it's a joke. It's a joke. And he always trying to put these fighters, these Eastern European fighters, over the black fighters. And you know how it's going to end every time. And UK fans that want to have an opinion, you don't even have a dog in this race. AJ is not one of the 10 best fighters in the world. Period. It's not even close. He's not one of the 10 best fighters in the world. No head movement, no footwork. Subpar jab, subpar left hook. Them heavyweights ain't that good, bro. You know what I'm saying? And Lomachenko ain't that good. Getting dropped by getting dropped by Linares, who been stopped several times. Getting beat up by Pedraza a little bit. Lose to Orlando Salido, who 11 people had already beat. Didn't drop Orlando Salido. Mikey dropped him several times. So, y'all know what it is, man. It's a travesty. I'll link it in the description. Like I said before, I'm going to do a video for Bud coming right on up. It's Goodfellas Sports TV. Appreciate everybody for checking in. Don't forget me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can reach out to the email if you have a business question, inquiry, sponsorship, video request. Other than that, don't forget to check out our sponsor, The Health Blaze, at thehellblaze.com. Promo code Goodfellow Unboxing. Get you 18% off the 100% all natural products. From lotion, soaps, foot soaps, bath bombs, deodorant, toothpaste, hair pomade, and much, much more. Website, promo code are both in the description. Check them out. Other than that, share the videos. It's the best way to help out. I'll be updating Patreon real soon. And like I said before, I want to hear you guys' comments in the comment section about what you think about the pound for pound list. I'll link it in the description so you can see it for yourself. But in my opinion, it's not even close. Bud Crawford all day. But hey, it is what it is.